Feeling off lately? Well, the answer might be bubbling away in a jar. I'm Dr. Stephen Gundry, and I'm here today to talk with you about fermented foods and why they are a must-have in your diet. But before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future episodes. Also, be sure to stick around at the end of this episode where I'll be sharing one of my favorite kombucha recipes with you. So what the heck are fermented foods? Well, fermented foods are fascinating to me because humans have been using the process of fermentation for centuries. Fermentation is a natural process where microorganisms like bacteria, yeast, or fungi break down sugars and starches in food and drink into alcohol, acids, or gases. Now, this process not only preserves the food, but it also enhances its flavor, texture, and the nutritional value. Fermentation creates beneficial compounds such as postbiotics, vitamins, and enzymes that support gut health and digestion. From tangy sauerkraut to spicy kimchi to fizzy kombucha and pickled vegetables, fermented foods have been staples in diets around the world for centuries. You just have to be careful with the sugar, as a lot of the current products on the shelf at your local grocery store are not your gut's best friend. Let's get into the why you should be eating fermented foods. Okay, so number one, fermented foods are rich in postbiotics. For those of you who don't know, postbiotics are the products of good bacteria doing fermentation. These compounds help balance your gut microbiome. These friendly products improve digestion, enhance nutrient absorption, and also keep harmful bacteria in check. Think of postbiotics as your gut's loyal sidekick, always in your corner. The second reason to have fermented foods on your grocery list is to improve your digestion. Now, lucky for us, fermentation breaks down tough compounds, making foods easier to digest. Take kimchi, for example. The fermentation process softens the cabbage fibers, boosting digestibility and unlocking nutrients like vitamin C and K for your body to absorb more easily. It's basically doing some of the digestive work for you even before you take a bite. Another added bonus, fermented foods can also stimulate the production of digestive enzymes, which help your body process meals more efficiently. Another great reason to include fermented foods in your diet is that it strengthens your immune system. It's much harder to accomplish your goals when you're feeling under the weather, so why not add something to your diet that can help keep sickness at bay? As I mentioned before, a healthy gut is key to maintaining a strong immune system. Now, this is where fermented foods come into play, as they really do help support the gut lining. In essence, they're really like bouncers, kicking pathogens out of your system. Another cool thing about fermented foods, they help stimulate the production of antibodies to fight off illness. So let's get to the fourth reason fermented foods can be a powerful ally in fighting gut inflammation. Think of fermented foods as your gut's personal superheroes, packed with postbiotics that tackle inflammation and keep your digestion running smoothly. These postbiotics work by being short-chain fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory effects and help repair the gut lining. So by introducing these foods into your diet, you're supporting your gut's ability to heal and maintain a healthy balance, leading to less inflammation and better digestion overall. And lastly, and this is a big one, fermented foods have the potential to improve your mood and overall mental health. Interestingly enough, the gut and the brain are in constant communication. It's your choice whether those signals are positive or negative. And the good news is that your diet holds the power to control them. By supporting a healthy gut microbiome, fermented foods may boost serotonin production, helping to improve mood, lessen the effects of anxiety, and strengthen mental clarity. Sounds like a win-win to me. So now that we've covered some of the benefits of eating fermented food, how about we try to create our own kombucha? So the recipe for kombucha is pretty simple. To make it, all you really need is about a 1/4 cup of allulose sugar. Need some? My YouTube store's got you. Check the link below. Now, green tea, about 2 bags, and an alive activated SCOBY. What's a SCOBY, you ask? Spoiler alert, it's not a cartoon dog who solves mysteries with ghosts in a colorful van. SCOBY actually stands for Symbiotic Colony of Bacteria and Yeast. What this means is that kombucha SCOBY is a beneficial bacteria and yeast strains that work together to produce a certain kind of fermentation. Now, these tiny bacteria and yeast strains actually end up living together harmoniously in kombucha. So you're going to need 3 cups of spring water. Now, avoid using mineral water. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of distilled white vinegar. The acetic acid in vinegar is actually a key for assisting the fermentation process. And here's how we're going to make it. First, you'll bring the water to a boil. Now, once it's boiling, you can remove it from the heat to allow it to cool. Now, you want it to be warm enough to steep the tea. So now we combine the water and a 1/4 cup of the allulose sugar in a good-sized jar. Now make sure to stir the mixture until the sugar is completely dissolved. And the great thing about allulose is it dissolves actually quicker than table sugar. Now, you take the green tea bags. Please get paper bags, not plastic bags, and steep them in the sugar and water mix. From there, you just let the mixture cool. Now, you want to aim for about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you like your tea strong, you can steep for 15 minutes. For the folks who prefer your tea to be on the lighter side, about 7 minutes is all you need. Okay, so we'll take out those tea bags, and you can see what a nice color it's changed to. And then we're going to add the vinegar. So after that, take your SCOBY and add it to your mixture. Then you simply cover the top of the jar with a cloth and keep it in place with a rubber band. Kind of looks like a science experiment, doesn't it? Then all you have to do is wait, letting the jar sit at room temperature, about 70 to 80 degrees for 7 to 10 days. Also, be sure to keep your creation out of direct sunlight. You might need vitamin D, but your kombucha certainly doesn't. After it's been about 7 days, you can try a sample of the kombucha to see if the flavor is right. You want to hit that sweet spot in between sugary and tart. In fact, I have one patient who sets her kombucha out for 3 months before she starts enjoying it, and boy, is it tart. Once you get your kombucha tasting great, you're ready to serve it and share it with your friends. Now, after that, be sure to refrigerate the bottle. It's best to drink it within 30 days. And remember to save the SCOBY for the next batch you brew. Hopefully you know a bit more about fermented foods and you can begin incorporating them into your diet if you aren't already eating or drinking them. Let me know in the comments which fermented foods you're interested in learning more about. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Remember, good health is the best wealth. I'm Dr. Stephen Gundry. Thanks for watching.